I didn't know that. Canadian licenses had different classes and levels. They had given me a Class 7 license and told me, do not drive alone. I thought it was just a formality. How could I not drive alone when I had arrived in this country by myself? Who was going to drive with me everywhere I needed to go? I was a refugee with no family here, no relatives, and no friends who could sit beside me every time I needed to go to work. The instruction made no sense in my situation, so I thought it was just something they said, but didn't truly mean. I paid my fines when I received them, believing that was enough to make things right. I didn't know that points on my license were disappearing one by one with each mistake. I didn't understand the system. I didn't know that eventually they would take everything away. When they finally suspended my license, I felt lost again. I had been doing my best to follow the rules as I understood them, but my ignorance and innocence were counted against me. Nobody explained the rules in a way that made sense for someone like me. Someone coming from a completely different world, someone learning everything from zero. I was trying so hard to do everything right, but the system was complicated, and I had no one to help me understand it properly. Still, I remembered what they told us back in Kenya. Ask for help. But asking for help was not natural for me. I had lived my whole life surviving alone. Still, I told myself, trust people. Let them help you. So while I was still confused and wondering what to do next, my car gone, my license gone, I accepted my roommate's suggestion. She and her coworker came to me and said, let us help you. My friend will be your translator on the day of your appointment at the Edmonton Police Service impound lot. He can go with you. I didn't even know what the Edmonton Police Service impound lot was, or where it was located. But my roommate's friend knew the place, so I trusted them. I thought, finally, someone who understood my situation could help me fix this problem. My question at that time was simple and sincere. Why did they take my car? Why did they take my license? I truly didn't understand what I had done wrong or how to fix it. I only wanted to know what I needed to do to get my car back. So I said yes. On the day of my appointment at the Edmonton Police Service impound lot, I turned to my roommate's friend for help. But instead of helping me, they took advantage of my vulnerability. My first car was the symbol of my freedom, my independence, the first thing I had worked for and owned in this new country. And these were the first people I trusted and asked for help in Canada. They betrayed that trust deeply. The lack of information, the language barrier, my innocent mistakes, my hunger for independence, and my desperate need for support, all of it led me into a crisis. And that crisis became the second great wound of my life. The first wound was my mother's rejection and abandonment. And now this. I had just begun to trust. I had just begun to open my heart, to come out of years of isolation and loneliness. I had just started believing that maybe people could be different here, that maybe I could belong somewhere. But that trust was destroyed. I felt myself being pulled back into my old world, the world where trusting people brings pain, where asking for help makes you vulnerable to being used, where the safest place is alone. I regretted my mistakes, I regretted trusting them, I regretted opening my heart. It felt like falling into deep darkness again, the same darkness I had lived in for so many years before coming to Canada. The hope I had built so carefully collapsed in a moment. Yet inside that pain, a blessing was born. In the aftermath of the betrayal, I discovered I was going to become a mother. At first, it felt overwhelming, confusing, even frightening in my mind. I thought it was more evidence that I was cursed, that nothing good could ever happen to me. But as time passed, my understanding changed. A life was growing inside me, a life that was innocent, a life that belonged to me, a life that would become my greatest blessing. I cried to God, and I took all responsibility for the result of my actions. Then I said, God, I didn't deserve your mercy because I had brought shame upon myself. I was in that terrible place because of my ignorance. I refused to be careful. In my mind, everything that happened was my fault. I should have been smarter. I should have been more careful. I should have known better than to trust anyone. I should have protected myself better. My mother was right. I was born as a mistake. I was cursed. I brought problems wherever I went. I felt rejected not only by my mother but by myself, and cursed not only by my mother but by God himself. I blame myself for everything, for my mistakes, for being in this impossible situation. I was ashamed to come in God's presence.